So in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a histogram and a density plot in Jamovi. Both of these are really used to visualize the shape of a distribution of a variable. And so I'm going to go to Exploration under the Analyses tab, Descriptives. And I'm going to choose a continuous variable because that's when it's appropriate to create a histogram. I would create a bar graph, not a histogram for a nominal variable, for example. So I want a continuous variable. So I'm going to use age, and I'm going to move that to variables. And then I'm going to go down to this plots, and I'm going to click on histogram. Now here you can see that there are bins in this histogram. So Jamovi automatically creates columns that represent certain numbers. And so these bins might include a single number or multiple, and it just depends on what numbers you have, and then Jamovi makes that decision for you. That's why it's not great for creating actual graphs in Jamovi unless you get more complicated and you're using R. But this tells us about the shape of the distribution. So I can see from this what the common ages are in this data set. Now, just to contrast this with a density plot, the density plot smooths out this distribution, and it does an even better job of representing what the shape of the distribution looks like. And so that's why this density is here on the left side. It's for the intents and purposes of our course. Really, you could think of it as almost like frequency, but density is talking about the probability density under the curve, and we'll talk more about that in class. But this is how you make that graph. So you could do just the histogram. If you wanted to have a separate density plot, you could click out of it. So click on the gray here and then redo that step with the density plot. But that is how you create those graphs in Jamovi.